This is Michael Honeycutt with Nexcess, and today we're going to talk about the elements you need to make a stellar converting product page. So today's talk, we're going to talk about the things that you need to create a great product page, which means converting, right? So remember, everything from the name of the product all the way down to the reviews. Your product page is a landing page. It should tell the story, right? It should convey a message and effectively sell your product to customers. So item number one, product name. If your product page is a landing and sales page, then you'll need to look at the name of your product and assess any descriptive keywords you can use. This is the title of your page, and you should spend just as much time thinking about this as you would in any blog that you would want to rank well in search engines. The more descriptive your product name is, the better it is, at least up to a point. Remember that you can adjust your product page URL to remove any special characters and make it easier for Google to crawl. So remember to remove things like ampersands. Item number two, your description. So when it comes to a product description, the first thing to ask yourself is, what are the questions that my customers might have about this product? A description that answers your customers' questions poorly will mean they make a purchase that they might not be happy with, and you may get poor review on the product. So it's best to really outline features and benefits, being upfront about your product and communicating its value to the customer. Item three, images. After your product name and description, it's important to focus on the images you provide to your customer. Remember, they can't touch the product, so it's important that you convey this message to the customer via the pictures. They're relying entirely on you to sell the product and the story. There are a couple ways to accomplish this. You may choose to use a plain white backdrop for a lot of contrast, right? Placing the photo on a white backdrop allows the product to stand out. Or you could put it in a lifestyle setting. So maybe it's the product sitting in a setting like if it was a laptop, maybe it's sitting on a desk. These are great ways to show off the product and also continue to sell the product to your customer and allow them to see it in a natural setting. Just remember to keep the styling consistent. This means that the aspect ratio should be the same for all of the images. Let's talk about product videos. If you can, you should definitely create a product video showcasing your product with callouts. This further explains in detail what the product does. It might show the use case. You might actually have a live actor using the product. It also can show the scale of the product. So again, just continuing to tell that story. It might seem a little redundant because you've already got the copy and the description there, but remember, a lot of people are visual, and the more information, the better. You want to provide people as much information as you can to make a really good purchase decision. Your add to cart button. Now, this is very important. First, make sure that users can see the button easily without having to scroll too far down on the page. Try to keep it above the fold. Second, the button's design should be obvious and in contrasting color to the rest of the page. Should make it easy as possible for the customer to click add to cart and eventually check out. Pricing. When it comes to pricing, it's pretty straightforward. Make sure you don't hide any price increases from your users. If you have a product with variations, let's say a specific variation is more expensive, change the price when the user selects it. And don't worry, both WooCommerce and Magento do this right out of the box. Just under the price is also a good place to add product availability information. Don't let your customers try to add something to the cart only to find out that the product isn't actually available. This creates a really poor customer experience. However, this can also be managed on the back end with inventory controls. Finally, social proof and reviews. Did you know that user reviews are 12 times more powerful at convincing people to purchase than your marketing copy is? That means you need to employ ratings on your site. Display the overall rating, usually in stars, at the top near your product title and description. Make it easy to see. Then, after your copy and the product description and all the features and the benefits that you've outlined, display the reviews you've gathered from the users. Reviews could be nested in a tab or just below the fold. It's important to make your reviews filterable and don't censor bad reviews. We've all read bad reviews before, only to find out that the problem a specific user may be experiencing with the product doesn't actually pertain to your use case. Or perhaps it could just be operator error. Or if you're the manufacturer, you could use these comments from customers to actually refine and make your product better. This all makes for a really positive customer experience and adds to the transparency behind the company and the product. I hope these 5 tips help your product page stand out from the rest and you begin converting more and increasing sales. Thanks for watching.